Hey guys, welcome to Talks with Queen at Fully Surrender Ministry. So let's talk about the layers, and I guess the levels, right, that is required to heal from the narcissist, right? I see a lot of information out there, but there's some missing pieces. So we're gonna just get into it. Let's talk about deliverance, right? When you go through a relationship with a narcissist, in my opinion, what I've experienced, there's 4 levels of deliverance, right? You're going to get delivered environmentally, meaning you're going to be removed from that situation when you're dealing with a toxic person, a narcissist, or whatever. You're going to be removed from that situation, be it they discard you, which I told you is protection, or whatever, or you leave. However, it's a holy shift, right, from that person, toxic person. Secondly, is going to be a behavioral deliverance, right? That deliverance is God is going to point out to behaviors that you picked up in order to coexist with that person. Just let's keep it real. You have been gaslit for sometime decades. It changes you. When you have been gaslit for so long, your mind, you question yourself, you over-explain, you did a lot of self-erasure, in that dynamic, and because of that, God has to deliver you from that mindset and the behaviors that you picked up by dealing with them. You're probably reactive, you probably over question yourself, so God got to deliver you from that, right? The third one that happens is mentally. So your mind has to be renewed, right? God is going to have to remind you who He created you to be. You're gonna have to be be reminded of who you were before you met this person, okay? And for me, I will give you an example. One of the areas that I had remembered was like, oh, I like to decorate. Everyone talks about all the things that you do with the narcissist. They don't talk about how you lose yourself. You forget exactly the things that you used to love during that process because you're so hyper vigilant in that situation. The last one is deliverance spiritually. So you're going to actively go through spiritual deliverance from dealing with that, okay? So we'll talk about it in the next video, and we'll talk about the forgiveness of it all, right? I probably have to do a part 2 on deliverance because these are very short, but you guys let me know, do y'all want me to go in deeper with this? As always, put God first, love on yourself, and see you in the promised land.